This seventh stage is of total dhyan. There, the person has no conscience of his being. He becomes lost in divinity and attains totality through divine enlightenment and awakening of his soul. He remains free of all passions like anger, lust, greed and infatuation. Remaining calm and reposed, he lives in the material world and carries out all his work. He can not only control his own mind but can exercise control even on the minds of others. By transforming the thoughts of a person, even a dacoit can be made a Valmiki and can thus be raised to high spiritual levels. This process of reaching such a state is called dhyan. On reaching this state, a person remains in eternal cosmic trance meditation whether his eyes are open or closed. How can dhyan be attained? It is essential to fully understand the process of progressing on the path which leads to the state of dhyan, because this process is continuous and perpetual. In the beginning, the path may appear strange or obscure because an ordinary human does not have the knowledge of moving from one stage to another. Thus one needs a guru. Guru is not necessarily a person wearing saffron robes. Only one who has reached the state of dhyan is a guru or a sadguru. Only one who himself has covered this path can guide his disciples onto it. How can one who has not travelled along this path guide others? How can one who does not know the various stages present in the deep realms of the body explain these stages to anyone? When he himself has not realized the soul, how can he help others enter into it? One needs a sadguru to overcome the difficulties and the obstacles faced on this path. Not that one can reach the state of dhyan only with the help of a guru. If one tries, one can do it on one's own too, but that path is a bit long. On that path, you may come across more thorns and sharp stones. On it, you may deviate from the right course, or in panic, you may change the path. You may not reach your destination and may end up somewhere else. This is why it is better to seek the help and support of a guru, rather a sadguru who has covered this path and has reached the state. Such a guru can be found living anywhere in the material world or in the Himalayas. He may look ordinary and may live simply. He may wear saffron robes or plain white clothes. The clothes and the outer appearance, in fact, have no significance. What is significant is his thoughts, the divine knowledge which he possesses, and the process which he uses to initiate a disciple onto this path. Obtaining such a sadguru who has reached the highest state of dhyan is the greatest fortune of the whole of mankind. But such gurus are born after several thousand years. Gurus are not born in hundreds. In a forest, there is only one lion, not 1,000. Similarly, thousands of gurus are not born at one time. In fact, a sadguru is born only after 2 to 2,500 years. Blessed is the generation in which such a guru is born, for there is no greater achievement than being in such a sadguru's feet. And it is the greatest boon of a person's life if he is accepted as a disciple by the sadguru. The best moments of a person's life are when he meets a sadguru, is accepted as a disciple, and when the Guru initiates him onto the right path. Obtaining such moments in life is the most significant and unique achievement. This achievement is, in fact, a state of jubilation, a state of maharas. Meeting a Guru means giving a celestial boost to life. Thus one can rise one's life from the ordinary human circle to the heights of totality. Even gods cannot be compared to a person who achieves this divine bliss in his life. The entire human race becomes indebted to him. If a person follows the path shown by such a Guru and passing through all 7 stages enters into himself, then he reaches a state of dhyan. On reaching this state, there remains no deficiency in his life. All siddhis are easily accomplished by him. He remains successful in all endeavors. Heavenly nymphs, the apsaras, keep dancing before him. He achieves unlimited prosperity in life, and even powerful men prostrate in his feet. A sadguru appears on this earth after several thousand years. He does not take birth. He just shows to the world that he has taken birth, whereas in fact he manifests himself. As this happens after thousands of years, hence the generation in which such a person is born is indeed very fortunate. The generations before and after his birth cannot be called fortunate. Only the generation in which he is born attains fortune in the form of his divine knowledge of the spiritual field. Jesus Christ are not born again and again. Such a personality and those like Mahavira, Buddha and Krishna are born after thousands of years. Krishna or Rama are not born every year, and neither is Buddha born after every 20 years. Only after a gap of several thousand years such great souls appear on this earth. And it is most unfortunate that in the past, when they did manifest themselves, then during their lifetimes no one realized their true forms, and the human race was thus deprived of a large part of the treasure of divine knowledge. Today, violence, mutual jealousy, deceit and quarrels have reached an uncontrollable level. Peace has been vanquished from this earth. However, when such a person is born, the whole world is transformed. It is the great fortune of the present generation. Blessed is the generation in which such a person is born, and the fortunate among them are able to meet and remain in the company of such a great Guru. And only such a Guru can lead a human by hand to the state of dhyan, present beyond the 7 stages of the physical body. Dhyan is a state of totality, a state of transforming a drop into an ocean, a state of highest spiritual attainment. Is the state of dhyan in any way related to the physical body? Dhyan and the physical body have separate identities. One cannot attain dhyan through the medium of this body. The body can only generate and receive external waves with the help of which one can know whether a person is angry, jealous, happy or sorrowful. The human body is in itself a very small part of this universe. It has a lifespan of only 50, 60 or a maximum of 100 years. One cannot reach the state of dhyan with the help of one's body. But still the soul needs a base to rest, and this base is provided by the body. A god needs a throne to be seated. The throne itself is not God. It is there so that the god can sit. The human body too is a throne in which the soul is established. The body is a pedestal on which that unique soul is resting. Body is a medium in which a part of the God or Brahma is standing in a definite form. It is there because one can understand a form only by assuming a similar form. Only an animal can understand another animal. Only a monkey can understand the ways of a monkey. A monkey cannot understand the natural habits of a cow. Similarly, only a human can understand another human. Brahma too has to take a human form so that other humans can be easily made to realize their own souls. Rama had to assume a form, and so did Krishna. Hence, even a highly elevated sadguru has to appear in a human body and has to live like other people of the society so that they consider him to be a part of their social circle. For only then shall they listen to him and understand him. Among thousands and lakhs of people, there is hardly one who holds on to such a guru's hand and starts to progress on this path. Among millions, only one is able to awaken his conscience and understand what the Guru says. Only one among millions is able to comprehend his true form and realize that he is no ordinary human. Such a Guru assumes a simple human form and lives like one. He leads the life of an ordinary householder. He too has to experience happiness and sorrows, gains and losses, tensions and joys, ailments and diseases in his life. He remains as a part of this world and one cannot recognize him with one's physical vision. To be able to do so, one shall have to open up the eyes of the soul. One shall have to go into the state of dhyan, and when a person goes into deep dhyan, he realizes the greatness of his soul. Arjuna always saw Krishna living like an ordinary human. Hence he considered Krishna to be a common man like himself. But when Krishna took him beyond the seventh stage and showed him his own true form, Arjuna realized that he was not an ordinary human, rather he was some great and unique personality. If he so wishes, a sadguru can in a moment take a person beyond the seventh stage, just as Krishna did with Arjuna. Reaching there, the thousands of eyes of Arjuna's conscience were awakened and he was able to realize the true boundless form of the ordinary looking Krishna. Similarly, a sadguru, if he wishes, can directly take a disciple to the state of dhyan, thus making him realize his true, unique and great form.